Learners, before I start this morning's program, I want to thank you for the manner in which you've assembled here and for the manner in which you are going to conduct yourself during this very, very special assembly. Please bow your heads and let us pray. I want to teach my students how to live this life on earth, to face its struggles and its strife, and to improve their work. Not just the lesson in a book or how the rivers flow, but to choose the proper path wherever they may go, to understand eternal truth and know right from wrong, and gather all the beauty of a flower and a song. For if I help the world to grow in wisdom and grace, then I feel that I have won and I have filled my place. And so I ask your guidance, God, that I may do my part for character and confidence and happiness of heart. Amen. A very good morning to you, learners of Merebank Secondary, our staff, and we do have a representative, Miss Logs Naidu, from the class of 79. Boys and girls, this morning's assembly will begin with the National Anthem, and I think we all know that we need to respect that. So I'll call upon Ms. Zungu and our choir, who were present at the launch on Sunday, to do the National Anthem as well as the school song. Ms. Zungu. performance on Sunday had a very, very loud applause because they represented Merebank Secondary. They represented you. So can we get the same applause from you? Thank you. That was the choir that represented you for their 67 minutes of the Mandela Day celebration. Boys and girls, on Sunday, we had the launch of our Merebank High Adolescent Counselling Clinic. This particular initiative, boys and girls, has been made possible by learners that have left this institution 43 years ago. They left this institution in 1979. That is indeed a very, very long time ago. They are called the class of 79. They have come together and initiated this program at our school. It has been spearheaded by a very, very renowned doctor called Dr. Segi Naidu. And together with members of his class of 79, they have partnered with Merebank Secondary, they've partnered with the community, and they've put together this initiative. And I'm going to wait for you to hear this. You need to actually savor the moment and let this sink deep into your soul. Boys and girls, this project that has been brought to Merebank Secondary is actually the first in the country. That needs to be applauded. At the event on Sunday, we were very, very fortunate to have the guest of honor being our HOD of the Department of Education, Mr. Nkosinathi Ngobo. And he embraced this particular project and informed us then that this kind of initiative has not been done anywhere, where schools partner with the community and schools partner with ex-learners and bring about change for the lives of the youth. And this is what this is. This particular project really has no purpose, should I say, to change the lives of the class of 79. But the effort that they have put into this project is going to change the lives of the youth. It's going to change your lives. It's going to change the fiber of this community. So therefore, boys and girls, it was felt that at this special assembly, you need to share in this moment. You need to know what is going on in your school. Right now, our school, the news of this project, has gone beyond the borders of South Africa. Reason being that the class of 79 have members that have emigrated. And this has reached them. And every one of them wants to support this particular initiative. So it's important that we place ourselves in a space where these individuals must feel that they are doing the right thing to help our institution. And I have no doubt, learners of Merebank Secondary, you will make sure that this legacy project is a success. You will make sure that you will take the message of this particular project to your homes, and if need be, you could be one of those learners visiting the clinic, and then you will be assisted, your home will be assisted, and the community at large will be assisted with this program. At the launch, boys and girls, we did have a representative from the school who spoke on your behalf. Our representative at that particular launch was the president of the RCL, Daita Anamale. Daita, thank you. Daita is now going to address you with regard to this particular initiative. Daita.
A very good morning to our teachers, guest speakers, and fellow learners. As some of you may already know, my name is Daita Sach Anamale, and I speak this morning as the president of the RCL. We all know as teenagers that the transition into adulthood is daunting. Once we add the influence of social media, the pressure of school, and expectations of our parents or guardians, we are bound to get confused sometimes and make mistakes. In a community where drugs, alcohol, poverty, and abuse are prominent, it is not yet rare for young people to be steered in the wrong direction or be caught up in difficult situations. This leads to violence, substance abuse, and mental health issues being a constant factor in our lives. This counseling clinic is an opportunity for us to become better versions of ourselves. We are being given a safe space to express ourselves. Adolescent counseling is aimed at young people to help them make sense of their feelings, behaviors, and thoughts. This improves our coping skills and encourages decision making, which allows us to build confidence in our abilities and develop as individuals. I hope that as learners we can make the most out of this project and the school and develop into healthy young adults who are ready to take on the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Daita. And you would sense the passion in her voice when she says that this is something that we definitely need. And I'm certain, boys and girls, you will embrace it because you know that this is something that's going to help you. Boys and girls, I can speak at length about the clinic and Daita can speak at length on your behalf. But really the driving force behind it is the class of 79. Remember I said to you they left here 43 years ago. So all of these individuals in the class of 79 are definitely 55, 56, 57, even 60-year-olds. But they have found the time to be here, many hours of work put in, and they have launched this fabulous facility. But to tell you more about the class of 79, I'm going to call upon Miss Logs Naidu. She is the head of department at Nizam Road Primary. She is the face of the class of 79 this morning. So boys and girls, please give her a loud round of applause as she makes her way.
Thank you, Dr. Naidu. Thank you, Dr. Naidu. Good morning, boys. Thank you, Dr. Naika. You know, I'm getting very confused with Dr. Naidu and Dr. Naika because they both were responsible for the Adolescent Counselling Clinic. Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning, ma'am. How are you today? You know, when I stand here, memories come flooding back. I was a learner here in 79. Yes, I'm a go-go, 10 times over. And I remember I was in the block just past this hall. And we were I was in standard 10B. That makes it grade 12B. Is that right? And we had from 10A to 10G. There were about 120 students. And we got on so well. When I look at you now, I just wish I was back in school because school days are the best days of my life. No, it's not? Okay, once you pass your grade, your metric, you'll realize how important being in school is and all the friends that you have and the things that you can do and how little responsibilities you have now. But when you leave school and you get a job, and then you realize that school days are the best days of your life. So enjoy your days here, because it'll be very different when you leave school. Anyway, first of all, Ms. Naika, can I borrow Ms. Zungu? Mrs. Zungu? You know, she and the school choir were absolutely brilliant. In fact, they were better than the launch. To me, they were absolutely good. And I think I'm going to take Mrs. Zungu away to our school. I'm going to pay her more. She was They were absolutely good. And I couldn't stop but just listen to them and listen to them. And if there's anything, they deserve a round of applause for really bringing Merebank out. You know, and I would say that I've never heard any school sing as beautifully as the choir of Merebank Secondary School. So thank you for that. Anyway, you know that on Sunday, the 17th of July, Merebank Secondary School made history. And this Adolescent Center is the only kind in your country. And it's the first ever to be done by the teachers of Merebank Secondary and the ex-students. Now I know you want to know how it all started. The class of 79, we finished off in 79, and then we, of course, you know, as lots of you drifted apart. 10 years later, we came back at a reunion, we had a party, and we decided we got along so well. You remember, we had no problems in school. All the few classes got together, they helped each other, they supported each other, and whatever we did, we had no problems. So we decided to meet 10 years later, and another 10 years later, and another 10 years later. So when we met, we decided, you know what, we're only meeting and having parties. So why don't we do something different? And that is when the idea came about of, first of all, putting down these chairs, those benches that you see there. I think that's a bench, Ms. Naika. That's a bench that the Merebank, the class of 79, donated to the school. I can't remember whether it's 1 or 2, but that was our very first project. And then we said, let's go larger. Let's do something really worthwhile. Let's give something back to the community. Let's do something for the children, for the learners of Merebank Secondary School. And that is when Dr. Segi Naidu and Dr. S. Naika came up with a plan to start an adolescent counseling clinic for you. Now what does that mean? That means that any one of you that has a problem, that any one of you that needs someone to talk to, if any one of you needs some kind of advice, you don't have to go very far. It's right here in your school. It's just a step away. So this, dear boys and girls, is just for you. And when the launch happened, as Mrs. Naika said, the Department of Education was here. And they were so impressed with what's happening that they want now to start this project in all the schools. Fine, they can start it in all the schools. But remember, it all started here in Merebank Secondary School. And you can hold your head up high and feel so proud that you have left the school knowing that the Adolescent Counselling Clinic was started by the Merebank Secondary School and the ex-students of 79 and the community. Now also, how can you play a part in all this? Have you ever wondered what can you do to start projects like this and to keep the name of Merebank Secondary School on the map? First of all, be proud of who you are. Be proud of being a student of Merebank Secondary School. Do you know how difficult it is to get to the school? Do you know that? I'm sure most of you do. It isn't easy getting in here. Everybody, all the schools in Merebank, the students want to get into Merebank Secondary. But unfortunately, not everybody can. So some of you, or can say quite a few of you, are handpicked to be in the school here. So first of all, you give yourself a round of applause for being part of this school. So from now onwards, I want you to wear the badge and the name of Merebank High, carried with pride and with respect. When you are out there, when somebody asks you which school you're from, you must be so proud to tell them, I am from Merebank Secondary School. Wear the name proudly, wear your badge proudly, and lift your head up high when you tell them where you're from. Secondly, be a role model. Be a role model not just to each other, but to the children from other schools. Because this is one of the best schools at Merebank. one of the best. And if anyone comes to you for advice, please help them along. Because I believe with the teachers that you have in school, you have the ability to help others. So be a role model to the school. Thirdly, give back to the community. I know you probably feel you are too young to do it, but you are not. You don't have to have money to help the community. All you need is your time. Start small. Start here in school. Offer to help the teachers. You have the finest teachers in the school. And having respect is the most important thing. And I'm sure, ma'am, that they all have that respect for all the teachers in the school here. Y'all do? Yes. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I am really proud of you. And I know the teachers of the school are proud of you as well. I want you to leave the legacy behind. As I said, we got together, we formed a group, we were called the Class of 79. Thereafter we met and then we formed the Merebank High Legacy Committee. Then we got together with the teachers of the school and we got together with the community and we started working on this project. It took many sleepless nights. While you were having a holiday during the June, the teachers in the school were working very hard. They didn't have a holiday. They worked day, they worked at night to get the center going. Did you have a look at the center, by the way? Did you see it? No? Okay. I think today they will get a chance to have a look at it. It's small, but you don't need something big to make a difference. It's small, but it's going to be used daily to make a difference to you. So anyway, as I said, make a difference by changing the lives of other people. And fourthly and most importantly, I've seen schools all over. After school children are getting into trouble, they're getting into fights. I don't want to see this happening at Merebank High. I don't think it happens. Please don't tell me it happens. I just told you, you are the finest school in Merebank, and I would say it, you are the best school in Merebank. And I think I may say that too, you are the best school in Merebank, according to my opinion. And I don't like to see any children getting into trouble. So I hope when I see you out of the school, you carry yourself high. No problem, no fighting. There's ways of solving your problem. And how does one solve the problem? By talking. By talking to your teachers and talking to each other. But I want to see everyone, we would like to see everyone raise the name of Merebank Secondary very high. We are very proud of you today. We are very proud of the school. Remember, once again, you have made history. This school, Merebank Secondary School, has made history. Nowhere in the country do we have an adolescent counseling clinic but in Merebank Secondary School. So you need to feel proud of who you are. You need to feel proud of your school. So when I come here the next time, I'd like to see all of you volunteering to do something good for the clinic and something good for the school. And I'm sure you're already doing it. I don't even have to tell you that. All right. Thank you for listening to me. And once again, keep the name of Merebank High raising high, Merebank Secondary High. Do it with pride. Thank you.
Ms. Logs Naidu, thank you so much for that very, very inspiring talk, touching on all the aspects that we speak of here at Merebank Secondary at all times. And one of the things that you all know that I'm extremely passionate about, and that, boys and girls, is respect. Respect for yourself, respect for a fellow learner, respect for your teachers, respect for the institution, respect for your parents, respect for the community. That's all it takes. That's all it takes to start something great and to be somebody great. Respect. Boys and girls, Miss Logs Naidu has spoken at length about the class of 79. The clinic, the room, is in the same block as the staff room, to the end next to the HOD's room. You would have noticed after assembly, those of you that pass by, there is a collage on the wall where the staff room is. That collage puts together how this entire idea of the clinic came about, how we worked towards getting the clinic developed, and how it looks finally now that it has been developed. I'd like for you at some time to walk by and have a look at those pictures, because the pictures do tell the story of hope. That collage is the story of hope. To the end of that block is the counseling room. As Ms. Logs Naidu indicated to you, it's a very small floor space, but what happens in that room is most important. Not all of you are going to be able to just simply go in and visit that room, but you do not need to do that, because the collage very, very clearly shows you what's inside that room. So if you take the time to have a look at the last collage, which says Hope Blossoms, you'll be able to see what is inside that room. Boys and girls, the Merebank High Adolescent Counselling Clinic has its own logo. Here you see the logo. You see Merebank Secondary, you see our vision statement, and on this side you will see the Merebank High Adolescent Counselling Clinic logo. I would like for you to look very, very closely at that logo, because we are now going to engage each and every one of you in giving us your interpretation of that logo. Now that you've heard what we have at Merebank Secondary, now that you've heard that we have this counseling clinic, when you see that logo, what comes to mind? What does it mean to you? Does it actually, in fact, encapsulate what this particular clinic is about? You will put this in writing. You will hand it over to your teacher of English, who will then hand it over to the head of department for English, Mrs. Parlin, for languages, Mrs. Parlin. And from there, it is the three best efforts are going to be presented to the class of 79. And the effort that is regarded as the most befitting encapsulation of this logo will then be printed and find its space on a wall in the clinic. And that will become your space of history at Merebank Secondary. I am certain it is an opportunity each and every one of you will take up. Am I right? I didn't hear you. Am I right? Thank you, boys and girls. Boys and girls, the next item was indeed one of the highlights of the launch. And I'd like for you to please give this particular group of learners now your undivided attention, so that they can bring to you the dream that the class of 79 had together with the management of Merebank Secondary when we wanted to bring the dream to fruition with something great. I now call upon Ms. Zungu and her team for a beautiful piece of music. Sorry if the emotion got the better of me, but may I call Ms. Zungu and the team forward.
Sometimes alone in the evening, I look outside my window at the shadow in the night. I hear the sound of distance crying, the darkness multiplying, and weary hearts tonight. All I feel in my heart beats, beating like a drum, beating with telling me to go, but I could never run, 'cause in my African dream, there's a new tomorrow. My African dream is a dream that you can follow. Now when the night begins to fall, I listen for your call, I listen for your heartbeat. Alone, my dream is just a dream, another false illusion, a shadow in the night. Now when the pain and the losing has disappeared again, and we will never run, 'cause in my African dream, there's a new tomorrow. My African dream is a dream that we can follow. Hey, yeah. Motwe Africa. Ningebu sasa elide. Ikukule Africa. Sizolilale lama Africa. Motwe Africa. Ningebu sasa elide. Ikukule Africa. Sizolilale lama Africa. 'Cause this is my African dream.
And therefore, it was felt by the class of 79 that these learners, together with the educators, should have some memory of this. So they have put together certificates of appreciation to be presented to the choir and to our educators. Incidentally, boys and girls, I hope you have all noticed in the back row is our dear Ms. Shlangwane. Thank you for that. Boys and girls, it's also very, very important for me that when I pronounce a name, that I do so and accord the person the respect of that particular name. So because these learners have done so extremely well, I'd like for them to be recognized properly. So for fear of mispronouncing their names, I'm going to call Mr. Goba to call out the names, and I now call Ms. Lobes Naidu on behalf of class of 79 to present these certificates.
I'm Shani. Without further ado, I'll call the first person, Shamin Nyakurwa. Sandile Tachiona. Lindelwa Kumalo. Nonduduzo Gumbi. Bandile Tugwana. Kanyi Sombelu. Notando Kwabe. Tamela Mahlaba. Sbahle Mutwa. Miss Nomebo Zungu. Miss Nonhlanhla Hlongwane. Luyanda Bonambi. Owami Diniso. Spugazi Mselegu.
Boys and girls, that was our choir getting their certificates of appreciation from the class of 79. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, Sandile Tashiona. We'll just wait, boys and girls. You have behaved very well this far. We're at the tail end of this program. So please accord it the same respect that Ms. Naidu spoke about in terms of being a role model, in terms of respecting every person and every situation. Boys and girls, also on the day, we had our student leaders on duty. And I would like to now call upon Ms. Naidu to present the certificates to our student leaders. Shanawaz Isab. Philisande Sekusana. These learners who are receiving their certificates to join the choir on the pavilion as well. Denira Peko. Drew Finn. Rohan Mangal Prasad. Vineshri Naidu. And of course, your representative at the podium on that day, Daita Sachu. Okay, boys and girls, I'm just going to ask Ms. Naidu to join them at the bottom so that our video photographer can have a good shot of the entire.
Okay. Right, Sweetie, a little bit more back. I'll look here. One more.
Thank you to all of you. I'm just going to ask the choir and the participants to leave the stage. You may applaud them as they leave. Learners of Merebank Secondary, I want to take this opportunity to thank you. You have not disappointed me this morning. You have made sure that we have put together a very, very dignified assembly by behaving respectfully towards the program, by behaving respectfully to our guest from the class of 79. Thank you.
Hi, good morning. I'm Mr. Pillay, HOD in Commerce at the school. On behalf of the SMT, I want to thank the class of 79 for this brilliant initiative. We have excellent teachers in the school and highly qualified teachers, but the one area where there is a gap in the education of learners, I would believe, is in counselling. And the class of 79 have stepped up, and we applaud their efforts. And we support all their efforts, and we expect a huge difference in the quality of learner that leaves Merebank Secondary.
Hello to the class of 1979. I'm Irene Gavender, Head of Dramatic Arts. In all things, the Bible said, give thanks. And today we are especially grateful, not only to God, but through God, He worked through you, and you have made such a big difference in the lives of our learners. Quite often politicians will hypothesize and theorize, but you've done it. You've made a difference, not only to our learners today, but for generations and generations to come. So thank you, God bless you, and may you always find favor. Thank you very much.
A good day to the class of 79. I really, from the bottom of my heart, would like to thank you for this initiative, and I'm so proud to be known that this is the school, this is the only school in the country that's initiated this particular program, and it's thanks to you. This will help us with discipline, this will help a learner, not only a learner, it will also help the community. As a member of the SNT, I would really appreciate what you are doing. God bless you, and may we all continuously work together. Thank you.
Good morning to the class of 79. I'd like to place on record my sincerest thanks to each and every member who has made this clinic a reality today. I've been a teacher at Merebank High for many, many years, and over the years I've seen our learners sink deeper and deeper into a despair that's brought on by socio-economic factors, substance abuse, and dysfunctional families, amongst other factors. And as educators, we've tried, a few of our educators have tried valiantly to offer assistance to our learners and to save their souls, if I may say. But we haven't always succeeded with the limited resources and contacts that we have within the community. And when this idea of the clinic came up, it brought a renewed hope and joy in my spirit, because now finally we have a structured program. We have professionals who will help and guide us to get our learners back on track. And I firmly believe even if we reach and we succeed with one learner, we've helped one family, and one family at a time, we can help the community of Merebank. So I don't think you fully understand the impact, because on the ground I'm telling you, this clinic is the seed and the kernel of greater things to come. So I thank you eternally for this clinic that you have brought to us. Thank you.
Good day to the class of 79. I am Mrs. S. Naika, acting Maths and Science HOD and the Grade 8 Coordinator. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for opening up this clinic for our grade 8 to 12 learners. As Grade 8 Coordinator, I have experienced a few learners that are struggling to cope with life as well as school, and this would definitely benefit.
Good morning to all. On the onset, I want to extend deep gratitude and sincere appreciation to the class of 79 for all the efforts in this fantastic clinic, this initiative that they took upon themselves. I only wish that every other school had a class of 79 of this caliber, so that we could have these kind of clinics present at all these other schools to assist these learners that come with socio-economic backgrounds. The launch on the 17th of July was one of a very dignified manner, and I must say, when the class of 79 was asked to stand at their tables, it was so clear that their humbleness shone through. And that was very heartwarming to see that after 43 years, they're actually investing and putting back so much into their alma mater. On behalf of the management of Merebank Secondary, the staff and the learners, we want to salute you guys for every effort. We do know that there were long hours, lengthy discussions, deliberations, and a lot of practical work to go into this year. Again, on behalf of everybody, we want to sincerely thank you, and we know that this is going to be an utter success. Our learners, this is what they always needed, always wanted, depending on the background that they come from, and I think it's a tremendous success that we have in place here. Again, we salute you. Thank you.
Class of 79, I am Mr. Rajkumar, I'm an admin. To all of y'all, I take my heart out to y'all. It's something that our school really needed. Not from now, I've been here 19 years and there's a lot of problems. Children come with a lot of problems at our school. They come from broken homes, they come from separated parents, they live with the grannies, and a lot of them, we don't know their problems. It is just will make things go forward, even with drugs in Merebank, with alcoholism in Merebank. Children come from parents that takes this stuff and abuse children. So this really, it's something of an eye-opener. It's something that we really needed. To the class of 79 again, I really thank all of you. God bless all of you. Thank you.